Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another U Snake recap. This week we'll be covering predictions for week 4. But before we go into that, I guess we could cover standings so far. In first place, to nobody's surprise, the TDKs are by far and away looking like the best team in the tournament.
I didn't see this one coming, honestly.
So fucking handsome.
Right. Yeah, this team's just been popping off. Like, we said that their old gens were strong right off the bat. And you can see, like, Pack is 3-0, Lax is 3-0, Fooley's 2-1. They have Raichi, Amaranth, and then Eden's 2-1. And then their SS was, like, the kind of weak link of the team, quote-unquote. Even though, like, the SS players are kind of strong. And you see, like, Alice is 2-1. Ivagara is 2-1, too. So, yeah, this team's performing. They're definitely the team to beat in this tournament. But apart from that,
I think all you really need for SS is to have good teams and like competent players. So even though the Evie and Alice were ranked pretty low on the power rankings, they're still gonna just perform because TDK is just gonna give them good teams.
I mean, that's basically how we that's basically how we saw it. We just want to like get people who are comfortable, can play well. We got the team support behind them, so I just figured it'd work out, and it has pretty well so far.
it's a good approach for sure. Yeah, more often than not, a strategy like that always finds success, to be honest.
And with tournaments like these, especially in old gens, it's kind of like hard if, one or two people on the team, even if that, like, they can't really support the slot. So if someone's really struggling, it's really hard to compensate for that, so we kind of tried to account for it early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, and your guys, your lineup flexibility is crazy. Like, I think Lax got shuffled into SS, and he won against Bush Tush last week. Raichi's won against Leru in GSC, and he's in GSC again. Yeah,
so we're really not sure what our optimal lineup is, but I mean, it's working out pretty well so far, so it should be fine.
No better time than now to figure it out.
Amaranth at RBY, but like he can GSC too.
Exactly.
Understand?
Yeah, exactly.
And you have May RBY if you need to put her in.
Yeah.
Apart from that, the Lunatones are in second place. It's the only team with 2 wins, so they're performing pretty well too. We're playing them this week, and then
they had a similarly strong lineup of just like really good players.
Oh yeah, competent players, and then they have the right builders to support them. So I'm not surprised that these two teams are working out well. Like, the players just have some really good natural talent, and then everybody else is kind of caught in the rat race. Like, you see the Primarinas and Bouffalants, they have 1 win apiece, and then like some blend of ties and losses, and then everybody else, like the last 4 teams in the tournament, still don't have a win, my own team included. So I think these next few weeks are definitely gonna shake things up, because we get some common matchups too between these like lower teams and also between some of the top teams. Like, you see the Primarinas versus the TDKs and Lunatones week 5 and 6, which is coming up soon. So yeah, standings are gonna be really interesting to look at. But
it's really just been a weird start.
It has been.
I mean, you can kind of just tell there's some disparity to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, some of these lower end teams, like I think the Dragonairs especially, are really good. Not just gassed up Accel here, but I think they will turn it around, and the other teams have potential too. Like, we're playing the Sandacondas too this week, so hopefully they don't. But
Yeah. Honestly, the standings are still pretty close. Even with the TDKs pulling away, like, everybody else is still right along the same level with each other.
Yeah, it's still early. A lot can change.
As for our predictions from last week, we ran the total. Apparently, we're at like 18 out of 40, despite predicting every game wrong from this series, my own series.
Shit record.
It is. But
your prediction record's
18 out of 40 is below 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get literally every prediction wrong in one series, that kind of
sets you back a little bit. Yeah.
It's kind of impressive, like, how fine the overall record was for getting 0 of 10 right from one series.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we did have like some lazy picks. Like, they wanted to predict against me because of the call bias at the time, and then we flipped SM, which could have gone either way, of course. But yeah, we'll try to redeem ourselves this week, and in the future weeks going forward. So with that,
is very quiet. Is that true?
What did Bouff say?
quiet.
What's quiet?
Bouff says my mic is very quiet.
Oh, I could boost you up.
Yeah. Turn me up, Accel. Turn.
I got you. All right. I think you should be better now. All right.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, he could be in the
Okay.
skull. He could be in the skull. He could be here right now.
I wish he was with us right now.
Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, Saphir, come on in.
Yeah, he's running, as per usual.
Stroll on down.
This man's making dinner at 11 p.m. I'm not buying it for a second.
Oh, hell no.
11 p.m. talking about Pokemon.
Who chooses dinner over calling with the boys? Come on now.
Anyway.
Fuck that guy. Let's move on. We could walk into predicts for this week. 2 games have already happened, both of which are in that Primarinas versus Barboaches series, which we'll get to later. But to start off, we have the TDKs versus the Sandacondas. And the first SS matchup here is a really exciting one between Lax and Umbry.
That's a banger.
It is. Honestly, might be one of the best SS matchups in the entire tournament. Because these 2 players are capable. They can build for themselves, though I think they'll have help in their respective corners. But I know, Pac, you might be a little biased here, but TSR, who would you go with here? I think I lean Lax a little bit because he's 3-0. And he's obviously just a fantastic player.
Lax is on a really good streak right now, which I think momentum's a little bit better. Even in PU World Cup, I watched his game last week, and he won with Mono Water.
Oh my god!
Good time.
I think I saw
powerful.
I think I saw on the overall use sheet that he's like 7-0 this year in tournaments, which is pretty wild.
Jeez. Yeah.
No bias, of course.
Of course. But I think just record alone, because I just checked Umbry's record. She's 1-2, so she's struggling a little bit right now. She probably can end the tournament with a positive record, but I think as of current form, we just bowled Lax a bit comfortably. Like it's not a bad bold in my eyes. Next we have Ivagaro versus Sensei Aksu. I can see how these 2 players are doing. I think Eevee was 2-1. I think we just looked that up. Yeah, and Sensei is 1-2, like Umbry. Both are capable. I think Eevee's played more UU. I know Sensei's capable, of course, but Eevee's also just looked more comfortable in my eyes, from what I remember after watching her games.
I'm gonna be petty and tell Sensei to bring several Thunderwave pocket monsters in order to win.
You just want the game chat to pop off. Yeah, I see what you're doing here.
Well, I mean that's how our game in Aura SPL went last week.
Oh, okay. Not a bad strat.
Lots of Thunderwave, but no, he's certainly capable.
Mm-hmm. So would you be fine with bolding Eevee here, or do you think Sensei wins this?
Yeah. I'd say momentum's a little bit better, and I think TDK's SS in general has been working out a little bit better than anyone else.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. All right. The TDKs get yet another bold. Surprise, surprise. And the last SS matchup of the series is Alice versus Punny.
Well, this is where I bold Punny, because he's gonna bring.
Yeah.
He always brings some either really weird shit, and then it doesn't work out, or it works out most of the time is what I'm trying to say. And like when it works out, it really does, because his teams are just like, how am I trying to say this? Late.
Use some real crack.
There's some real crack that kind of like take control away from his opponent.
Just a really creative take in the builder, yeah. I think whereas Alice has had some success in like previous UU tournaments, I think she had a good UU open run, and she just likes UU in general. But Punny's a tough cover. I don't think there's any shame in
this week. I'm sorry. I was going to go down a limb this week and say she probably will use the grounders this.
Nice.
Progress.
It's been a cold streak on that front, but
yeah,
try to put in a good word or something. So.
It's good to hear.
Oh.
Yeah, she's doing well, but yeah, Punny's a tough cover, like I said. I don't think there's any shame in bolding Punny here. For SM, this is also an exciting one. We have Zeri versus Gandra.
The SM pool in this tour is stacked.
It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
Who's this Zeri guy? I don't think I've ever heard of this guy before.
He won the ribbon. I think the last year SM was current gen.
I know it's just fucking around.
I'm fucking around.
Oh, come on, man.
No, remember during Viv's Predict, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He was like, who's the xylophone guy? I don't know.
Oh, my God. How dare you. They're both 1-2, though. They're both struggling. They're both 1-2. Though Gondra did win against Piff last week, which was an upset in everybody's eyes.
And I think it was pretty convincing if I remember correctly.
It was. And Ziri's also won against Biff. He lost against Adam in ODR. So I think his competition's been slightly stronger. ODR, Piff, Adam for Ziri, whereas Gondra played Santu, Arc, and Piff. Not that Santu and Arc are like slouches, of course, but I think just the name value of Ziri's opponents has been slightly higher.
Adam and Piff are like the guys to beat in this tour.
Honestly, like, if you lose to anybody in this SM pool, it's not like egregious. So there's that too.
I know we pulled out the coin flipper for a few matchups last week. You want to do it for this one? Because
break the sciences.
All right, you know what? Even though you're on the team, I'll let you flip this coin. Pick heads or tails for me real quick. Ziri's heads, Gondra's tails. All right. Well, sets. All right, I guess we're bold and Ziri.
Oh, it is that? Or wait, we said tails.
Oh, you said. Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
We'll take the bold. It's fine. Don't worry.
All right, yeah. Take the bold. Take the bold. I think in the future, if I flip a coin, I'll just make the left side heads and the right side tails. Let's do that.
Wait,
that's a good idea.
Which match did we just flip a coin on?
Ziri, Gondra.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both pretty close. You know, they're good players.
We can't flip a coin on this next one.
No. This one we have to talk about.
Yeah,
no, this one's gonna be a treat.
This is a great matchup. Yeah.
A hot take here. I'm thinking Pac loses this one. 6-0 actually is what I'm hoping.
All right.
Pac, what do you think about this?
That was some great analysis. I can't really argue with it.
Okay.
No, for real though, this is gonna be a great ass match.
It will.
This and you versus Bouff hasn't happened yet, right? Because I really want to catch that.
No,
one.
that's make up weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to catch that one live for sure. That's probably gonna be my favorite ORS match of the tournament. Is when you guys play.
Let me see when that one's
I
happening.
hope it is.
That one is week 6, so 2 weeks away. Yeah, we'll get to that one within a matter of weeks. But TSR, what do you think? This is happening early too, right? Isn't it happening on like Thursday or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's hard. Like,
because I know like
honestly, both the verses in this, if it was up to me.
Yeah, I really can't choose between either player.
Pac grinds this shit out more than anyone.
We're bold Pac already. Just fucking do it.
All right.
He has.
I want to say Gary has like. How do I say this? It's not like precisely just like the building advantage, because obviously that's not true. But he's like, I think he's more willing to go out on a limb and match up fish a little.
Listen. Pac's got the friend bonus, and you never bowled against the undefeated player.
Yo, this is true. This is true, and I think Pac's been on a crazy tear in like new meta ORS.
Definitely.
He orchestrated the banning of conch so that he could use all the brokens he realizes, and
like the true broken Mienshao.
Mienshao? S-rank Mienshao?
5 years from now,
Gamma was right all along.
Trying to save the tier. Gamma, he put in all the effort he could.
Yeah, look at what you've done, Pac.
It was just so I could unleash games such as last week. That just filled me with nothing but joy.
High jump kick 6 times. Goddamn.
Yeah, it was like 9 times, so you can leave me alone, alright?
Man,
he had all of them too.
Incredible.
It was pretty hexy.
He was gonna miss the next one.
Shows up drunk to play a tournament game, lets everyone know he's drunk, and then 6 one of our good friends. My God.
Dude,
unbelievable.
I was left no choice.
That's just how good he is at ORS, ladies and gentlemen.
I just had so I turned to my friend, who might have been intoxicated, and I said, I got this game in 2 hours, do I just keep drinking, or should I pull off a bit? And he was like, fuck it, dude. And I was like, well, can I argue with that? So I kept going.
I mean, shit, it worked. Who's to say otherwise? But yeah, I think we can take the bold on you here. It's going to be fun, because I think Gary's like one of the few builders / players who can go toe-to-toe with you in this tier. But I think just recent form also counts
And
for
I'll
something.
give a personal guarantee for this one. I'm not going to say guarantee. I probably won't be intoxicated on a Thursday at 1 p.m. At least I hope.
I hope so for your sake. Yeah, with that, I guess we could move on to black white. We have Coolio versus Mr. 378. I think Mr. 378 is undefeated. I'm gonna check up on
Really?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
he
black white, he is.
Plus,
Albeit with some
Trulia.
luck. Is he really? Is he 1-0?
He is. He is 1-0.
Ah, interesting.
100% win.
yeah, Raichi was playing black-white.
I will say that I did see Mr. 378's game versus Shiba last week. It had some determining RNG in it, and I think Shiba would have won without it, if that's a logical thing to say. Whereas I think Coolio is just one of the strongest black-white players to ever exist.
Now,
He
wait a
definitely
minute, Bell.
has the most fun in this tier, which is important.
Yeah.
Because
Accel,
not very many people do that. Sorry, go on.
Accel, are you telling me this Mr. 378 guy got lucky?
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy.
It's never been said before. Yeah, I know people like to. I know people like to harp on it for it, but he's definitely competent. I think it'll be close, but even though he's 3-0 and Coolio is 1-0 so far in this tour, I think Coolio's just had a longer track record in black white. I think I trust him slightly more. And he did beat Finch down last week, which is always a good sign. I think we could bold him here. This next one is going to be really fun.
I have a quick side note.
Go for it.
So Chris Micah appeared on Discord. He said, "What are you guys fucking doing?" He said, "Recording, join RFN," and he just logged off. I'm furious.
You know what? I'm banning him from all future casts.
The goal. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Unacceptable.
As you say, well, who's gonna get you canceled if not him?
Oh, that's why we've got you. That's why you're here.
That's true.
Oh shit.
Yeah, as for DPP, we have Watashi versus Esh, and this is for Esh's first week in DPP. He was in ORAS before, where he struggled a bit, but now he's in his strongest UU old gen against Watashi, who is 2-1.
Definitely his best.
And as much as I like Esh, I think he has been visibly struggling in this tournament. Not in DPP, but I think Fooley's also just been playing his games really well. Like, I played him week 1, and he stomped all over me. He got a few crucial 50-50s right, and I couldn't really get back into the game because of it. So I honestly trust him as a pilot a little more.
Esh kind of took a long break after UU Classic, and now he's just coming back. And so he doesn't have any momentum. He's kind of out of things. I don't think his motivation is super high, but again, the momentum thing, I'd have to give it to Watashi, but
yeah. Though I will say I wouldn't be surprised if Esh does end up winning.
Yeah, DPP is certainly his strongest gen.
I think depending on how he does this week, it could set the tone for a resurgence of sorts for him,
right? Yeah.
In the future weeks. So we'll see what happens. I definitely don't want to miss this one live.
Yeah, he always has a fresh take when building. He's not afraid to put some unconventional mons together, which is always cool.
Yeah, it's always a breath of fresh air in this tier, or any tier for that matter. Dude, what's going on? We've bolded the TDKs in every game but one. We gotta stop.
Whoa.
We gotta stop. But this is also, I guess, how we go positive overall in our predictions.
This is a good game to switch sides, though, because my main man Expulso's up to bat.
He's your main man, you say?
My main man.
Not your main man, Sunny Oras?
I'm thinking this is a good time to bold against the TDKs. Thoughts?
I mean, Sunny is 2-1. Let's see how Expulso's been doing. Expulso wasn't
right.
DPP.
It is Sunny.
Expulso wasn't DPP the first 3 weeks. He did beat EO, and he lost against Hacesup and LPZ, but I think he's also better in ADV. Previous familiarity, etc.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
Takes, but mostly work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm bolding Expulsive here.
You're both explosive with Accel.
Accel, I think you should
You know what?
heavily consider my opinion.
You know what? You know what? Sonny Ores has said some mean things to me as of late, so I'm bolding Explosive. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, you know if you bold Sonny here, he'll just watch the video tomorrow and he'll say some shit like, "You guys were really sucking off the TDKs."
Yeah, he's gonna tag me incessantly too. Can't wait.
Yeah, he'll tag Accel 3 times throughout the day.
To play Smash.
No.
Just,
I've retired him. He won't play with me anymore. I've retired him.
And that's what my man Expulsive is gonna do to him.
I would bolt Sonny because his first 2 weeks were super strong, and then he just had like one like slip up in his game last week that cost him the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't even like really like a choke, just like bad like 2 or 3 turns.
If we do want to do serious predictions, I think I would bold Sonny here.
If we're being serious,
if we're being serious, I think we'll go with that.
Flip flopping. Can't explain it all.
God.
Yeah, the fucking frog. No
All
one
right.
can beat the frog.
I know. Well, GSC and RBY knowledge is kind of hazy for most people. Skip, he says. But what I'm saying is there any way? Is there any way we don't bold Raichi and Amaranth here? Because I know Mistress is capable. Like I've seen him play, and I know like he knows his stuff. And Unknown Dragon, they just picked up in Ebola's place because he got banned. But
my man, the scientist.
The scientist.
Sacrificed himself for this.
I was about to say, I think we just let's speed run this one. Bold
You want
Raichi
to?
because friend, bold Unknown because his name is cool, and then on to
Goddamn.
Starburst Split. Thoughts?
I can actually shed some further light on the GSC game. So,
Okay.
I believe we still don't have the Blob Namamote in our server, so Raichi's nerfed.
Unacceptable.
Oh,
What are you guys doing?
I guess you got to bolt against him.
Hold on, what's Raichi's record?
Hold on, let me add it real quick.
Raichi would have been 3-0 if you guys had the Blomnob emoji
Yeah,
on
I
your
told him
server.
last week he'd be 2-0 if we had.
Yeah.
Time to change that. Time to change that.
Why don't you have the Blop Knob? What are you guys doing?
I'm adding it right now. Hold up. Take it away.
All right, you do that.
And then we can bulk Raichi properly.
Yes, we can.
Tyler ADV? Holy.
Oh, he is. He's undefeated, dude. He's 3-0.
Is this a for fun tournament for you guys? Every time Mac, you are sweating your nuts off for this tournament, and Bouff's in ORAS, Tyler's in ADV, Sheba's in Black White.
Hack always goes hamburger and Auras. That's just like how it works. So
Yeah, it's his playground.
a lot of people are just having fun with it. Couple of newer faces are getting their chance to show their stuff. It's a good in between tournament, I think.
Yeah, I think people are still taking it seriously though. Like I think Tyler or what their team wanted to do was kind of have like a monopoly on the black white pool, since it was kind of sparse. So they got Finch, they got Rudy. That's what I've heard.
They didn't buy an RBY player.
An RBY player, yeah.
Well, they made the right choice. You don't even need an RBY player. You just need a lucky guy.
Yo, that's a hot take.
What's Dio's record?
Might not be a wrong one, but it's a hot take.
He didn't play last week. They put it into London.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what his record is.
All right, but from the top though, we have Star versus Bush Tush. Is Bush 0-3?
Yeah, he is.
Oh no.
He's been down kind of bad.
I think he's played within the first 2 days, but then like every single week.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
he doesn't like build it all himself, and he never gives his team a chance to give him something good.
Mm-hmm. I think for what it's worth, he should have won that game. So I guess the 0-3 is kind of misleading on paper.
Yeah, he got last turn crit.
Yeah, unfortunate. But he is up against Star, who I think is 2-1, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be 3-0.
Yeah, he lost to somebody last week. I don't remember who.
Mensmeet. Yeah, that was the Mensmeet game where Mensmeet just outplayed him really well.
Yeah, that game was really good on Men's end.
But I think in general, it's hard to bold against Star because We had U World Cup a few months ago, and he put up a really solid record in that tournament in SS.
Yeah, and you guys were just giving him teams from like last week of not SCL, but like
just SCL teams from like myself or Adam.
no, that's SCL, huh?
Yeah.
God, that was only a month ago. What the fuck?
Only a month ago, yeah. Shit's crazy.
Okay, so as an update, I added Bob Nom to our server, so we're good.
So I think we bold and we italicize Raichu though, for further emphasis.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
The star, yeah, he's pretty good at Pokemon. He's pretty safe bet.
And we have Stresh versus Meru. I think Meru caught his first L last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he played against Alice.
Alice, yeah. And
I've been impressed with Meru stuff this gen. Well,
yeah, he's been playing well.
I mean, Meru in general is just really consistent. I think he's like, I don't know, he's definitely above double positive new team tours overall, especially recently.
Yeah.
Update: Bouff is on his way.
Oh
my god!
So you guys can let him have it as soon as he joins.
Absolutely.
Why do you tell me to eat shit? Hello?
You know the pitchforks. I told you to eat shit.
He told you to eat shit.
Yeah.
Why you specifically?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it something you said?
I wonder why.
Dude, maybe, man.
Man.
What's his Bouff on?
He's on the Bouffalants.
He's on the Bouffalants.
Believe it or not.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Wait, did he manage?
No.
No, not this year.
No.
He did last year though. Remember the money game that we subbed you into?
Boufflant.
Oh, yeah, the money match.
The money match. Yeah.
Dude.
Hello? Can you hear me?
All
Oh my god, it's Bouff.
What's up, Bouff?
Hi.
Here.
Yeah. Hi.
Thought you were too tired, SMH.
Yeah, I was too tired, and then I'm like, whatever.
Now he's energized by all of us.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to join is because I just remembered that Rhodey is 3-0, and it kind of bothered me, even though I like him, so...
What?
Yeah.
Toxic Bouff. Toxic Bouff.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I thought about it, and I'm like, wow.
I'm honestly surprised.
Am I?
Excel, edit the stream title to say Toxic Boof.
No,
I'm surprised, Bouff. I'm surprised you didn't join with 4 of your teammates. Kind of seems to be how you
wow.
Updated.
No, I like how Bouff was just like, yeah, they said Tyler's 3-0. I just set the record straight. I rolled my sleeves, get up in you.
Yeah, and he thinks he's not toxic. Like, come on now.
The nerve of this man, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Maybe I am a little toxic. If you're watching this, Rhodey, I'm sorry. I just wanted to point that out.
Tyler's not gonna watch that.
If you're watching this,
Yeah, he will.
oh, he is.
Now I think about it, there's no chance.
I think he's in the
No.
stream.
He is. Yeah.
No,
he watched it last week.
Really?
Yeah, and then he kept asking me like when we stream this week. Don't you worry, man. He's gonna see it. I expect to see some discourse between you two on Discord later. But yeah.
It'll be okay.
We were talking about Stresh versus Meru because we did the first series, the TDKs versus Sandacondas, and then we bolded Star so far
Okay.
for the second series, and now we're on Stresh versus Meru.
I did not watch Stresh's game last week. Let me look up the replay.
It was the Luraman game
I
where
already did well.
Luraman brought Sun against Stresh, and then Stresh had like just the right amount of tools to bypass it, but like he had to play really well in order to beat the Sun, which he did.
Yeah, I haven't watched his games, but I know he turned up in the second half of your season in SCL for PU.
Oh, he's great, dude. Yeah, he's just a really strong player, like fundamentally speaking. Like you feed him any team with like a lot of routes, and he'll find like the better routes as the game goes on. He's just a good player.
I think it's hard to go against Meru as it
It
stands
is.
in SS these days.
Yeah, he's just had more
Still
results.
pretty small sample size for Stresh.
So I guess there's no shame in building Meru here. It's just more
And
results.
he's also my best friend.
This is true. This is true.
Meru's also my guy.
Honestly, same.
We were on the Friends together, bro. I don't forget.
You weren't.
Yeah,
you
we
were the
were.
shit. You were never on the Friends together.
Yeah, I was.
That's basically the same thing.
Wait.
Yo, you guys smell that?
Nah, you were there before.
Yo, you guys smell that?
Oh.
What?
I'm smelling a lot of bullshit. Anyways, we have Mimilucha versus Nodally next in SS. Who would you guys take here?
He thinks that was funny.
Win
This is the guy with the YouTube channel.
I'm not very familiar with either one. I could not say you.
Yeah, I think
Mimi Lucha won last week. Okay.
he did. Yeah. So for reference, Mimi Lucha has been like one of the more consistent ladder players.
Is that guy a baguette?
Is he what?
Is he a baguette? Is he French?
Oh, a baguette? I'm not sure.
I think he is. I'm looking his win post. He has like an exclamation point, like a space.
There's a space.
Oh, that's how you know.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's a clear identifier. Yes.
Good move energy. Let's go with him.
I'm down. Yeah, I think Nodelly's looked a bit shaky in his game so far. So
I want him to win so bad, but he has just not been impressive.
Yeah.
So far, anyways.
Santu versus Adam happened earlier today. Santu brought. I think he had the matchup advantage, and he played really well against Adam to limit his offensive
Adam anyways.
win conditions.
We'll take that one.
I would have pulled it
if this hadn't happened today for that game, because I would have picked Adam. But
I truly wonder what possesses someone to put default Togekiss on a team when it loses to every rocker.
Well, the issue is that Adam is in RBY still.
This is
true.
true.
You're never going to pick him in SM. It'd be ridiculous.
Right. Maybe next week we'll see. If their managers know what they're doing, of course.
Classic Viv committing crimes against humanity for like
L.A.P.R.A.S.
team tournament.
It crime.
This is ESM's first week in ORAS, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him.
1 week in Black-White stuff, and now he's here.
ESM and ORAS is kind of
Black-White.
Yeah, I think Doctor was busy this week or something.
I mean,
that makes sense.
He's a good player, good sub.
Oh, he is.
He's a good player, definitely.
I wonder what he's gonna want to use in ORAS, because I know he has a penchant because I've like known him for a long time. I know he has a penchant to use some let's just say unconventional shit.
Yeah, he likes to use some like wacky shit a lot of the time.
For sure.
But I guess I'm gonna take a somewhat educated guess that's
not kind to.
It's gonna be like a Reuniclus with 4 coverage moves, no stab moves.
Oh gosh. With Regenerator?
Absolutely. It's all the best.
Okay. For reference, ESM, like somebody said earlier, he only subbed in for 1 week so far. I think it was week 1 in Black-White.
Yeah.
And Cindy's unfortunately gone 0-3 in ORAS. But I think Cindy's just had more history in ORAS, so I'm inclined to bold him here. Just by a hair, though. There's no really convincing pick here, you know?
I haven't been impressed. Like even
my gut's saying ESM.
Yeah, I'm down to bold ESM.
ESM?
Like, beat my ass every tour I've ever faced him in.
I'm down.
And just had some cool team picks, except for last week. Like the Memo Swine that he brought against Bouff was cool, but that was just like a showcase of why Memo Swine actually kind of sucks in ORAS.
The 6 was pretty good, but the set choices weren't like that great.
They weren't optimal,
yeah. I do love Cindy, but I think he is not that good at Pokemans, unfortunately.
Damn. Smooch.
Yeah, Smooch.
Right.
Alright then.
His ORS record is almost as bad as mine.
It's getting there.
Yeah, he's only got a few more games.
Only a few more, man.
Me and Cindy holding hands at the bottom of the YouTube Tour spreadsheet.
Oh man. In Black-White we have Lily versus Finch. Lily played her first Black-White game of the tournament last week against Amukamura, and she won. With some pretty nasty HO goons.
All I gotta say... All I gotta say is I am absolutely shocked Somalia subbed out.
Oh, I'm surprised, yeah. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, real surprise return of events.
What was he like? Was he around 4 pick or something?
It took me a while to realize he was
4. I don't remember. But
He was early. I can check actually. Hold on.
Lily said that like after she won, I think she said that it was her first like U Team Tour win in like 9 months. That game last week. So.
Oh jeez.
I
think she's capable of beating Finch, but I also don't think there's any way we don't bold Finch here.
Yeah, I mean,
Finch is
this is his tier.
Safer pick since he's played clearly since Black-White was the thing, and I'm not sure how good Lily's Black-White fundamentals are. Like I know she played like UFPL and stuff, but still not much.
As fun as it is to say that Finch will lose to some like nonsense every week, I don't think that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I don't think we can apply the same logic that we used to bold Coolio last week. Because Coolio is obviously a much different black-white player than Lily.
Yeah, Lily's much more fresh here.
Yeah, he's much more tenured and such.
I
So.
think Finch's tilt factor is still like really worthy of consideration, and Lily is definitely one of the most willing players to just like bring some nasty cheese.
Buy into that, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she wins actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say Finch in a vacuum.
Finch in a vacuum, yeah. We could do that.
pick-
Hesa versus Fatty happened a few hours ago.
Yeah,
Maybe earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that before him?
I think so. Yeah, he's been killing it.
Alpha in the chat saying, "Fuck Winka. Can we get
Where
a
is it?
fuck Winka?"
Yeah, he's 4-0. Can we get a fuck Winka? Fuck Winka.
Yes.
There it is.
Thank.
But yeah, Fatty won, so he's 4-0. He's looking really strong.
Yeah, his stuff's good.
I think the Barboaches all gens have been really, really good.
Yeah, they've been surprisingly consistent.
And kind of like moving off of that, we have Hyoga versus Rhodey, and Rhodey's also undefeated in ADV.
Yeah.
Which
might
come as a surprise to some. Particularly Bouff, but yeah.
I was shitting on him like as soon as I joined the call, but I'm gonna be completely honest here. Even though his I mean, he used fucking high jump kick Hitmonlee last week.
Don't remind me.
Which is just like, I mean, if he like,
Hurts my soul.
last week, if he brings good sets, he will win. And he brought more good sets than bad, and he won. And he's tryharding. He actually really likes the tier and shit, and we talk about it. And he has good ideas and all that. So I'm gonna pick him here. And no funny shit, I think he's probably gonna be one of the best players here throughout the tournament.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's standing out as like a top ADV player as it stands.
Yeah.
He's managed to not bring Golem, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays that way. Yeah. And GS,
Hyoga's good.
He is. He played well last week against Mantis.
Last week. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. I'll pick Rhodey. That's what my gut's saying.
He's just a hotter hand too, so
yeah,
it's the easier build. In GSC we have Holly versus Leru. Let's see how Holly's been doing.
I'm down to speed run.
They're 1 and 2. They're both 1-2.
This is actually like a good match.
No. It is. Yeah.
They're both they're both big tryhards.
Yeah, aside from the show, what two individuals like this tier more than these two?
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, he has to make a lot, but I kind of doubt he really likes it anywhere near as much as the other three.
Yeah, he is in DPP this week, so maybe he's growing tired of it. Who knows?
Wait,
but
who's in DP this week?
He definitely wanted to dodge the show. No chance. He just wanted to
That's
you never know.
Want to dodge the show?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sending Bay to the dogs, man.
The show is just the man.
I definitely fucking play Accel before I play the show. That's for sure.
Yeah, when I played the show classic, I did not just launch it.
But you cut out for a second, my bad.
Yeah, your internet connection is BG in you.
Oh well, okay. So
from the top.
When I saw Gen 2 U challenge from the show and U classic playoffs, I did not want to accept it.
I mean, who would, right? That's his stomping ground.
You know you're gonna get your ass beat.
It would take 52 minutes. I was not excited for it.
Oh no.
You just do the classic. You forfeit instantly to say go next, so you don't lose your momentum.
Right.
Yeah, that was
what a play.
My one goal of that game was to not get mad, and it kind of happened. I just started clicking, but anyway, go on.
Yeah, you just tell him the score's 1-1 now, and then you deny his challenge, and then you challenge him to ORAS. That's what you gotta do in that situation, Pack.
Right, my apologies.
As for Holly versus Larry, I have a good way of looking at this. So I think Holly's the better builder, and I think Larry's the better player. But what would you guys value more? Because I think as GSC is designed, in terms of gameplay and stuff, I think most of the games do tend to be longer, and I think Laru's playing ability would be better showcased in that sort of setting.
Yeah.
He loves the shuckle stall and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened in this game last week? Because I have zero clue. I'm not about to
did he
look
play
up the
last
replay
week?
either because I don't feel like slamming my keyboard.
Oh, this video would become like 3 hours long if we did. So he played Raichi last week.
Either way, to me, it's just like even though Lero hasn't been doing as well as I thought he would, I still will literally always trust him like over most of the people here in a 500 turn game.
He's a solid player. Yeah.
Yeah, he just has that like brain power to just keep going on and on. Like I don't know how to describe it.
He's a force. He's a unit. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know how to describe it other than that.
All right, and I think we go with Larry here. That's fine.
Yeah.
As for the last game, we have Koalakans versus Diofentine, and I've seen Koala's games. He stands out to me as like a top RBY player in this pool, even though like a lot of people might look at the name and be like, "Who is this guy?" You know, but he played really well against Torchic. I think Torchic just had like slightly better RNG in that series, which is kind of what it comes down to sometimes in RBY sets. But I think sometimes, but as like overall, I think Koala is just really competent. I'd bold him here against Dio.
Yeah, like he seems pretty good, and also there's a solid like a 32% chance he wins on activity. So
yes. Yeah. But in other news, I think their RBY pick or Rahel Gamer, I think his name is. I don't know if he plays RBY, but he's finally active. So,
dude, I saw him sign up for SPL like a few hours ago.
I think he signed up for GSC, so they have like 3 GSC or no, 2 GSC players and still 3 GSC then no RBY.
I feel like Larry would enjoy RBY too.
He probably would.
Yeah.
Larry does hate himself, so
yeah. So we'll see if he's there in a future week. But I think this is a 5-5 series.
Nice.
All right, nice. We got some balance after the freaking 9-1 prediction from in the TDK Sandacondas series. So
hard to predict against that.
I know.
You know, the in the italics for Reggie, I just saw my
and the italics, right? Blob non-power 9.5, right? Anyways, we've got the Bouffalants versus Team L.A.P.R.A.S. And we started off with Luthier versus HS. And HS has still not lost. And Luthier is 1-2. Though he has had some tough opponents so far. Like he won against Bush, but then he lost against Star and Bale.
Yeah.
Star and Bale are like probably the 2 of the top SS players in the pool.
Okay, well I'm gonna go play a better game than Pokemon.
Oh, enjoy yourself, my guy.
But just so everyone knows, I have 2 more votes to give on future predictions. Go ahead and consider me in favor of Daunt versus in Bouff versus Daunt versus. Consider me in favor of the Strap versus Shiba.
Oh my god!
All right, noted.
But does he know the Strap plays? You always go for the Strap.
Duly noted.
All I know is the Strap pulled up with the squad, and I've never seen Shiba do the same. All right. Dominance established, I suppose. All right.
Well said.
Well said. Yeah. See you later, man.
See ya.
As for Luthier versus HS, Luth's been struggling a little bit, and HS is undefeated, so I think we just pulled HS, right?
That's Hydreigon soft. He's never lost in Sword and Shield under use.
Yeah, he's on a tear. And next we have Liss, who is also undefeated, versus Desem. She was Desem, the Bouffalants. No, Desem is on the L.A.P.R.A.S.
Same team.
The China keyboard guy.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. Liss versus Zujing. Yeah. And Zujing is on L.A.P.R.A.S, yeah.
I like that one. I think this is an easy bold for Liss.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the China keyboard guy is pretty good from what I've seen. It's just...
He is, yeah.
Yeah, Liss is 3-0, looking pretty well, or looking pretty good so far. So.
Yeah, and she's had more of a history in SS, so I'm inclined to bold her. And I guess we could use the same logic here with Desem versus Excelsior. Like, Excelsior's played in, like, U tournaments here and there, but Desem is just a different beast. Like, he's capable in game, he's in champs right now. Like, the results are there. I think we just bold him as well.
Like,
he does end well, yeah.
He's in every fucking side tournament you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've seen, he seems pretty enthusiastic about UU specifically. So I'm not sure if that's held up, but that's what I thought.
And he is 2-1, so he's doing really well.
He builds all his own shit too, for the most part.
Yes. Yeah, might as well go for him then.
Yeah, that's fair. SM's really fun. Probably one of the best matchups. I mean, it's a stack pool, but this is like top quality within that pool. We have Rob versus Piff.
Is this like number 1 versus number 2, number 3?
Yeah.
They're both top 3 for sure. I think Adam was number 1.
Definitely.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think that's how it panned out. But yeah, they're both top 3. They're both capable. I'd bold them against almost everybody else in their respective pools, but against each other, I'm not so sure. I don't know who to go here.
Let's see. I forgot the standings. Okay, Piff's team is in last, which means he's going to start breaking out the stall.
Uh-oh.
So.
It's worth noting, I suppose, that
predicted
like one of Piff's only recent team tournament games was against Rob and SM last night before he quit like one weekend, and he won like very convincingly.
That was when he brought Crobat or something, right? I think he brought a Crobat that game.
Was it?
I think so.
It was like Crobat Scarf Scizor. It was something, but it worked out really well.
Mm-hmm.
In general, I don't really know which way to go since Rob. I kind of trust more with his team picks and all that stuff, and he's just generally consistent. But I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I think we bust out the coin flipper again, because this is a really close one. Yeah.
It's almost like that's what SM is.
Right. It landed on tails, so I guess we pulled Piff. And he did win last time, so maybe it's not such a bad pick. Before Noah left, he did advise us to bold DVS against Bouff.
So I think we have to go with Don versus...
Call bias, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I had a stupid ass game last week. I thought I had like 3 light moves, and then after the game, I realized they were all really dumb. So.
Honestly, the fact that this guy hasn't lost to Daunt VS kind of pisses me off, but like I'm still his friend and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a good bounce back opportunity for Bouff in all seriousness.
Yeah.
But DVS is capable, so.
Bouff's been doing good, so like.
We'll see how it works out. In black white, we have Nilorium versus Sabella.
Wait, actually, it's like a side note. Does Don versus have experience in tiers that have Pokemon that are level 100?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure.
I would imagine a little bit.
I was wondering the same thing.
It's like, I know he hasn't played RSU much, but I'm just curious in general.
I'm not sure. If he does, it's probably limited. Like, I think without the call bias, we'd definitely go Bouff, but...
I mean, yeah, there's no way we predict Bouff, but...
True.
As for Black White, I think Nilorium's 1-1. I think he won against Finch week 1. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
He did. And Sabella's 0-2. Though I know he does like Black White a lot. Like, there was a previous tournament where I played him in Black White and we had a pretty close game. So he's definitely capable. He's just had a rough start so far. And I think his name value is honestly higher, I guess you could say, than Nilorium's.
Yeah, definitely.
So we could bold him just off of that, because he's just a more consistent player in his showings. Even if he doesn't have a win.
When I remember, I don't think either one's been like super convincing so far, but Sabella's probably the better player of the two. So it's probably the default.
Yeah, and I think Nilorium had a really tough time in UUFPL in Black White. Like he put up a really tough record. I think it was like maybe 1 win, maybe not even that. So I still need to see more from him. What was he?
I think he's capable.
He is.
But, yes,
no doubt about that.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in DPP, not that this is a shot against Thiago, but I think this is one of the few weeks we actually might bold him. Because I feel like versus everyone else, he just takes the form of the... It does, right? But I feel like he's always just the underdog in all of these DPP matchups.
This is the only tournament where it didn't go like... Or where it's actually gone with the bullets, you know? Like, he's 0-3. He's always been that guy who's gone positive in these pools that are like so stacked, but he's always found a way to win.
Mm-hmm. He's solid for sure. I think Raptors too.
I think Raptors good. Sure, I just don't know if he's ever played TPU in his life.
Mm-hmm. He did win a GSC game. He won a GSC game last week.
That's very true.
Yeah, I would assume there's a grind bull and some scyther passing.
Something like that, right? But yeah, Thiago's a lot more proven. I don't think there's any shame in bolding him.
I really have the distinct feeling he's not going to know what he's doing, and
we'll see.
GSC probably worked out a little bit better because of the slow pace of the game. So preview or no preview doesn't like hurt you as much, but like DVP games can really.
Oh, it's a different beast. Yeah.
Argo's just been playing it for a couple years by now.
Much stronger. Yeah.
I feel more confident in him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that then.
From what I understand, Raptor only plays preview gens most of the time.
Yeah, it's mostly just like
I believe so.
Gen 6, 7, 8, OU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which he's great at, but yeah, like I said, DVP is not something he's had a lot of experience with, to my knowledge. As much as I like him, he was one of my favorite teammates in SCL, but there's just no real reason to not bolt Thiago here.
Yeah.
Also, he's a weeb.
He is, which does count for something.
Yeah, we don't bold weebs.
Speaking of people we don't bold, people that play against the strap.
I was gonna say, speaking of people we do bold.
Oh.
I think this one's simple.
The motherfucking strap.
We'll throw in a little call bias over there.
Bold ever. It is the strap.
Oh, this guy actually joined. Wow.
And it's also bolding against Shiba, so this is so easy.
I can't believe Indigo Plateau. The strap brought him out of the wilderness just with his predictions.
It's the power of the strap.
There's nothing the strap can't do.
In all seriousness, it's Shiba's first week in ADV. I know he struggled in DPP and Black-White. Maybe he got robbed out of a Black-White victory last week, judging by how you look at it. I don't know. But ADV is definitely his strongest old gen. It's a good opportunity for him to bounce back. But we will bold the strap. We will.
Yeah, it's another one of those cases where you really do bold Shiba in most cases, but we're not doing that because it's the strap.
Yeah, the strap.
Enough said.
Any of the viewers have seen various strap memes. If you've seen the gif of the Bollywood guy pulling the guy out of the flipping car, that was actually a colorized version of the strap saving our season in SCL.
Ah, okay.
It definitely was.
The strap.
We'll see if he saves the Bouffalants this week in ADV.
He did last week.
He did. We'll see if he does it again. He did play really well. He's capable, for sure.
Well, yeah, he played well, but Rosie also played really bad.
Did he? I actually don't remember, like, I didn't remember anything, like, egregious that Rosie did. I remember
the Vile Plume should have been really good, but, like, I've been talking to GC about it, and I guess we can get there when we get there, but, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there, yeah. We've got two more for the series. We got Vani versus LPZ. How's Vani been doing? Let me check. LPZ is 2-1, and you said Vani was 1-2. Yeah.
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 I mean, LPZ beat.
Then again, Vani has had the hardest game so far.
He has, yeah.
Between Leru, Holly,
HSA. Yeah, that is pretty tough.
And again, LPZ beat HSA week 1, so that's worth something.
For sure.
I think LPC has been on a tear before. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Before my recent memory, probably this year, I thought he was just like an average player at all old gens. But I've been extremely impressed with him every time I've watched him play recently. So
until he ran to Galaxy Force with his trusty shuffle.
He won Classic, right? So he also has that big result under his belt. And he took down HSA week 1, like we said, so. Yeah, I feel like it's easier to bold him here.
Then we get our RBY coin flip.
Yep, let's just flip a coin here.
Maybe not too much of a coin flip, because Foops is 1-2. He's 1-2.
Foops has been doing better than we thought, right? Oh, well, 1-2?
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit. I know he had that infamous turn where he went for like a turn 6 wrap with Agility Dragonite against Articuno.
No, wait.
Yeah,
that was something.
Yeah.
To get the chip. I don't know what you mean.
I can't even pretend like I know why it didn't work. So.
But yeah, both have been struggling. But I think Foops is just more familiar with RBY, so we get both of me. This is also another close one, but I think the L.A.P.R.A.S win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's a tie. I'm tripping.
Tied.
5-5. All right.
And I do like how our call bias picks cancel each other out.
Right. It's only proper. It might hurt our overall prediction rate, but we'll worry about that later. Yeah. Not a big deal.
Strap till I die. Strap till I die.
Strap
For
till you
this
die.
next series, Bouff is not allowed to talk. Can't say a single word.
Bro, I legit did not. I tried not to say much for this series. I've been
I'm
like,
fucking with you, bro.
Next series, I'm just gonna continue to talk.
Dude, I know me and IP can't talk because it's our team, but whoever takes it away, please, for the love of God, don't let this be another 0-10 story, like it was last week.
That's a tall task. I don't know.
Yeah, it might happen again.
Honestly, the Lunatones look like
in the other teams. Don't worry about it.
The Lunatones look like an extension of the Bouffalants.
Kind of, right?
Like I can see Bouff drafting everybody on this.
Yeah, I know, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I didn't hear what you said.
He says the Lunas are an extension.
Like you would drafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of familiar faces, yeah. But to start us off in SS, we have EO versus PDT, and they did a little lineup shuffle where they took EO out of DPP, they put him in SS. They took Bea out of SS and put him in GSC, and then they put HSA from GSC to DPP. So
this is the weirdest juggle I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I didn't expect this. Right after I won my game against Haste-Up and then EOS happened, I already pulled up like an EO scout and I started working on it, but it was all for naught because I'm playing HSA now. So
yo, why are you revealing that info, bro?
For this game,
hey, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna try really hard not to shit on EO for this because he's my friend, but
go for it.
I don't know. I mean, PDT, he's 1-2, right?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like EO is just gonna bring some like really lame shit, and PDT's not gonna know what to do.
Yeah, that's
EO is very good at making his opponents like fuck up. So
yeah, and PDT literally does not think when he plays Pokemon, which honestly is like the best way to do it.
Don't do my man like that.
It saves you so much stress, and like he still gets results, so I can't talk shit.
Okay.
But like this is like the one matchup
where it might not work.
Where EO is like really good at just like laming you out, and
I see.
Kind of farming these kind of matchups.
Yeah, like also the last thing in the juggle, it's like I don't think any of these people have played any of these tiers, and they were all doing well in the tiers that they were originally.
Right.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
They're getting a little confident here.
But also, I just want to say EO also has the support of Kendrick Nuts, the third.
Oh, of course.
So that's worth something too.
Of course. So who'd you guys take here? I'm getting the vibe that you guys want
because I mean EO was fucking 40k in SCL, so he's doing something right with Pokemon in general.
That's fair. That's fair. And next we got K-Steve, or Kendrick Nuts, my apologies, versus Mincemeat. Mence had
Steven.
Oh, come on now.
I know the Kendrick Steven, haha, he builds for everyone meme is great and all, but he's been very hit or miss as a player in my eyes, so
that's a bit
I just gotta give it to Mence.
Oh, he's 0-2. He hasn't won yet.
I'll do.
Oh, wow. And Mence is 1-1. He had to sub out 1 week. That was the game versus Bush Touch where BFM won.
Did you see his game last week against Star?
Oh, dude. Against Star? Complete demolition.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oof.
You know, it wasn't because of Mincemeat. It was just because my team is spot on. Flawless. Perfect.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, so I love Kendrick Steven the third Nuts, but yeah, you just can't really go against Mincemeat in this matchup.
Give it to my guy.
Kendrick is really good support, but he hasn't really proved himself as a player, I don't think, yet.
We'll take it. We got Felly versus Ligerman, which is another interesting one. I think Felly's game sense is peaking. Like he's just really strong as a player. He had some unfortunate circumstances last week. I think there was like some really late game RNG that skewed things.
Yeah, it was the last turn U-turn crit or something like that.
Yeah.
I just want to throw in that he's also very handsome.
He is. Yes, he is.
He is.
He is, no cap. And Lurman's been struggling a little bit.
I'm not going to even try to pronounce the guy on the IP's name, but...
We call him Luis Ramen.
Luis Ramen, yes.
How does that... I don't even know, but anyway. I think like, it's two people that actually. The L guy is kind of a U player, right?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. But Philly's just, he's better in general. So I think it's just like a safe default between the two.
Yeah.
Because all I know is I saw the L guy kind of make some questionable plays against every week one. So, yeah.
Yeah, he had a lead and wasn't able to hold on to it for long. Yeah, I think while Philly's 1 and 2, I think the records are even, aren't they? Yeah, they're both 1 and 2.
Then Luis Ramen. Oh, I thought he was 2 and 1. Damn, never mind.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Well, Ellie's been playing some pretty strong opponents.
This is true.
Like players that would rank even higher than him. Well, I did in the power rankings.
Yeah, I think the bit about him being the steadier player is valid. So
yeah,
we can bold him and move on if you guys want.
Yep.
All right. SM, we have ARC versus ODR.
This should be good.
Should be. Yeah. ARC's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
He is struggling a bit.
ARC and ODR play or have like a very similar style.
Yes, they do.
Where they both are just not afraid to like bring like the goony offense shit and just make a bunch of doubles.
Yeah, do whatever's necessary, right?
I think ODR might be a little bit more consistent in that regard, but ARC certainly isn't a slouch. And that man solved ADV.
He did? Yes, he did.
Yes.
For reference, ARC is 1 and 2, and ODR is 2 and 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so ODR is pretty comfortable so far, and from what I can tell, ARC has had kind of a weird stretch with like team choice since he doesn't have a lot of direct support. He hasn't played a ton of it himself.
Yeah.
So I would lean towards ODR just because IP, PDT, just some goons behind him that can help him out, and he's generally a good player. So I'd probably lean in.
Yeah. ARC can get some torn nerves too occasionally, and whereas with ODR they're just like non-existent. He just pulls up and plays.
Yeah, I think SEL was the only time that I ever saw ODR get nervous. Yeah. And it was like 2 times.
Yeah, that's not saying much. Dizzy unit. So I guess we could bold him and move on to Oras, where we have Scale versus Chaitanya. Both have been loading crack.
Yeah. The dumbest game I've ever seen in my life.
I think the worst way.
Yeah, I guarantee you, I'm gonna watch this and then question what life really is about.
I think Chait's 2-1, whereas Scales is 2-1 as well. Yeah, he lost against Bouff, but he won against Zujing and against Ash.
Well, if he lost against Bouff, we can't possibly predict him here.
Oh, we're going that angle?
Okay.
Valid, okay.
I mean, Chait has a lot, more evidence, and I mean, Scale is fucking dangerous. I saw that team last week at preview. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
What did he use?
Yeah, I was terrified.
Galvantula Webs.
Fighting resist.
Chait's the better player. I mean, I remember in our game versus Scale, he didn't Earthquake when I went from Hydra to Aggron when it was really free. But I mean, they're both good. Chait is I don't know. I mean, last week he brought what was it, the Physical Needle King or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why we brought that.
That and the fucking beefy physically defensive.
The Kiro.
Yeah.
Nobody can really say, not even me or IP, who are unironically on the team. We can never say what he's gonna bring, but
I don't know.
They're both wild cards.
I guess I'll go with Chait. I don't know.
Yeah, just prior experience, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Pac, what do you think?
Damn, ignored.
So
he's having a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Chait wins
what can you say?
He tags me and it's I guess I'm a better build than you. I'm like, well, I can't really fault words. I don't think he did that last week, fortunately.
I hope he tags you this week.
King, and I really did go What have I done my entire life? What's going on?
Oh,
But it
man.
worked? Question mark.
Yeah. And then
And
the
then
vacuum.
Scale was getting stuff from Arc. Like, that webs last week was super cracked, but yeah, it didn't really work out. Fate's on a hot streak of his crack working, so I'm gonna go, like, slightly his way.
Slight edge. Yeah, I guess that's
But this is
respectable.
gonna be the dumbest game of all time. I can just already tell. Because
I
Arc
mean,
is... Sometimes Arc doesn't give a fuck either. So.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
For sure. All right, then. I think we spent more than enough time on that one, then. We can move on to Black White, where Ninja Dog is facing off against Amukamara. Let's see how both of them have been doing. Ninja's 2-1, which I think nobody expected, because I think we ranked him last in that Black White pool. He is good.
I just don't know how you would perform in Black White.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ninja Dog's definitely a good overall player.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And he's 2-1 while Liam's 1-2. For what it's worth.
I'm gonna still go Liam though. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna like repeat what I said last week, and even though like, I mean, last week he got like, did he get unlucky? I don't remember.
He did.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he did get lucky in his own right. Like he crit the King Drift from full.
Yeah. It was like
yeah.
comparable RNG. His matchup was pretty dog shit though, so
it was. Yeah, Lily just
I'm
had.
surprised he kept it that close.
He just had a smart strategy, or Lily. Yeah, she brought a smart team. So Liam just struggled all game.
I think this week it's Liam's game to lose. You know, I think he's better at Black White.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just knows it way more. So.
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll just pick him.
Sure then. We have my own game versus HSA this week.
Normally I would say that predict for HSA because of the call bias, but HSA definitely deserves to get voted against after dodging the show. No one does that. Like that.
Yeah,
he's
shaking in his boots. So you got this.
It's not right. That's insane.
Can't fault it.
All right then. I guess it's that simple.
Yeah.
ADV's an interesting
call
one.
bias.
Yeah.
Right? I never thought this was happening.
Show bias.
Show bias. Okay.
Show bias, dude.
Show bias.
Perfect.
Now that we're here, ADV.
This is an interesting one.
I was saying earlier that GC's been telling me that Rosie has some takes, such as Vile Plume being really bad, and I think that kind of influenced how he played that game last week against the Strap.
Mm-hmm.
Because
sorry, go on.
It seemed like he was playing in a way that like assumed Vile Plume would be bad, but it was really good in that matchup. Like, hold on, I don't want to pull up the game again.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't mind. Let's see.
TSR is really going on a roast, huh?
Oh.
I think I found the game.
Dude, I remember
watching
that game, and I told Strap the night before.
Excuse you, the Strap.
The Strap.
The Strap. My apologies. I told the Strap I spent a few hours working on stuff, going over what everything did, and I skipped out on a few mons. One of them was fucking Mr. Mime, and the other I didn't tell him that Mischievous ran Thunderwave, but at the same time, I haven't seen Mischievous run that since
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been way too.
It doesn't really make any progress with Thunderwave.
Yeah.
The fact it inhibits a lot of progress when you accidentally Thunderwave almost our wall rain.
Yeah, it definitely did what it was supposed to that game, but yeah. Prepare the site which made things more.
Anyways, I think just early on in this game, Rosie had the option had several better options to hold off the curse wall rain, his own wall rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, HP grass or electric does just enough. I assume it's grass, but yeah.
Yeah, it's probably grass.
Should be grass.
Yeah, it does just enough.
Kangaskhan can just like come in and toxic it and then go from there.
Force arrest, get 2 free turns when it's inevitably
Mr.
resting
Mime
on.
even has Encore if it can come in on something that's not Earthquake.
Right.
Like, but he just like decided to try to hit it with Omastar and gave up spikes for nothing, and then Vileplume obviously is like the #1 benefactor of spikes. Or Spikes Omastar, and then it just...
Yeah, Leech and Spikes and even Sludge Bomb is just nasty.
If I had this trap staring me down from the other side, I would be quick from my boots too, so I can't really fault him.
That's fair. Just like, even like early on with Vileplume, it switched into Ampharos, and then like, he Leech Seeded.
Yeah.
And then he like Moonlighted at 70%, which was kind of unnecessary, because you could just get more progress against this. Because, I mean, the Tentacruel's there, but Bouff. Yeah. Why was the Tentacruel clear body on this team?
What? Okay,
because it's Swords Dance, right?
Yeah, I mean, I usually run that because like
Intimidate. Yeah.
I still think Liquid Ooze is better just because how fucking oppressive Vileplume is.
This is true.
I always run Liquid Ooze on
special.
But for this, I was just like, you know what? Like usually, just in case some Grand Bull or some shit comes out. Worst case.
What other tier has an oppressive Vileplume?
GSE
GSE.
Wait, no.
Dude, Vileplume and like SMNU for when that was allowed.
Oh, it's nasty. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only oppressive force in GSUU is the show.
That's fair.
Facts, pure facts. Yeah, we kind of went on a tangent for Rosie versus this trap, but it's fine. As for Rosie's game versus Mantis, who would you guys favor here? Because both have been struggling, to my knowledge, right? Mantis is 0-1 in ADV in this tournament at least, and then
I'll be straight with you, Chief. Accel. I just looked in your ADV channel and I saw a certain Mon, and I'm gonna have to bold Rosie there.
You know, brother, I don't blame you, because I just saw that. I just saw that one.
Well, let me go look.
I just saw that one.
Dude,
oh my god.
I spent like a few minutes just like getting upset in the towards the server. And
toxic move.
Toxic move.
Well, I mean, this isn't me really being toxic, is it? I mean, I hope it's not.
No, I'm not messing with you. It's just a really bad take, though. Like non-recovery plume.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, the L.A.P.R.A.S used light screen, which I mean, I don't want to say it's bad. That's like the weird thing is that I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've seen something. Oh, no, actually, no, I'm tripping. Aside from Stantor, I've never seen anything use light screen ever.
Yeah.
In this tier. So,
wait, I think I figured this out.
Yeah. What's up?
The reason Rosie Bear thinks that Vileplume is bad is because we saw Big Fat Magis's Vileplume last week.
Yeah, that might be it.
It all makes sense now.
Even though his game was before Mantis.
Okay, my theory fell apart pretty fast, but I gave it a shot.
Good attempt.
Like Leech Seed Sleep Power, I mean that's one thing which like I dislike, but you know what? Fine, I get it. And then it revealed Toxic, and I was in the car, and like I remember I just.
Well, of course, you revealed Toxic. Anyway, go on.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about
it. Well, okay. I mean, I'm gonna chalk it up to him. You know, still being relatively fresh. You know, shit like this happens.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna roll Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie's 2-1. He's been doing well.
I feel like Mantis has like some. How do I explain it? He like wants to like build something unique and different.
Yeah.
Despite ADV possibly being the most solved UU John.
Yeah, and like.
Yeah, I get that.
There's clearly like a way to use Linoon, and there's like a way to use Vileplume.
Yeah,
and trying to like mash all of that utility onto one team without just like committing to trying to sweep with Linoon. It just didn't really work out well because the team was definitely unique, but
yeah,
I don't know. The Linoon formula is pretty. What's the word?
Solved,
yeah.
Not solved, but
it's perfect for what you want Linoon to do. Yeah, so it like perfectly complements it.
It's pretty. it's pretty intuitive, and like trying to deviate kind of just makes it harder to make it work at all.
Well, it sounds like we moved on to RBY.
Dude, okay, no. I gotta say something.
You got something?
I gotta be toxic here.
All right, go for it.
Because I love Bea and because I like to make fun of him, I hope the show absolutely fucking washes him.
Well, that's a given. That's why we're going to RBY.
Well,
Okay.
I just want to see him absolutely get thrashed, dude. And Bea's gonna be like, "Oh, I've never played this tour before," and all that shit. So, yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Why is he in GSC, dude?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with the shuffle. Maybe
they wanna.
Maybe it'll work out. Who knows?
Because HSA wanted to dodge for sure. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
It would be much. I think the Lunatones decided it would be a lot funnier if like they were to lose to the show. Then they might as well have it be Bea that loses to him. So
that's definitely
Bea is the sacrificial lamb in GSC this week.
The show's gonna. She's or no wait. Never mind. Go on.
In all seriousness, I think Bea will just lose this game because he's really not patient as a player.
He's absolutely not.
And you need that in GSC, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the polar opposite of all the shit he was killing it with in SCL.
Mm-hmm.
Like his brain just does not work like that. It does not.
He was taking
things
that are like all of his teams in SCL. Well, not all, but like most of them were 2 defoggers, 2 Pokemon that usually would run boots, but are like running like choice specs or something to make them stronger. Mm-hmm. No rocks, and just a bunch of Volt Turn.
Yeah.
And it worked out because he was 9-0 going into playoffs. So.
Unfortunately, no choice items or boots exist in GSC.
Or defog.
Or defog.
Or defog. He's got a rapid spin with Blastoise. It's okay. He'll bring Blastoise Sand Slash. No spikes. Baton Pass. Something. Scopeland's Nidoqueen.
Oh, go on. I'm noting all this down.
I don't know. I'm just trying to like. I've been trying to tell people. I don't know shit about this tier, but you should run Scopeland's Nidoqueen. That shit wins by critting every game, but you can make the game go twice as fast by making it crit twice as often. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, like it's either that or your Nidoqueen's gonna die twice as fast, so you might as well.
It has Moonlight. You just fucking outplay. Shit, people don't bring spikes half the time, anyways.
Does that thing get focus energy or no?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, perfect.
There it is. All right, under RBY, we got Pack versus Torchic. Last game of the week.
I was like, wait.
We're like generally supposed to like root for Torchic, right? I feel like that's been like the plot line of this.
He's been the best RBY player in the pool.
Oh no, he's an activity fisher. Can't really go with that.
Oh, come on now.
I'm looking at like his profile. He has like he has a certain energy to him. He has like a official Pokemon art, avatar. His join date's from 2009. His location is from Hoenn.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's kind of powerful.
He's like an old warhorse. So
this man's an anime protagonist.
Oh, he is. Believe me.
Honestly, I think this Pack guy is actually so good that he has some impersonator that goes by PAK.
Among Us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go on a side tangent about all this. How is this man just gonna choke that community with a Yu-Gi-Oh avatar?
Oh gosh.
And CT.
Oh gosh.
And Salmon Imposter.
Who joined first?
It's infuriating.
Who joined first?
This man joined in 2020. What do you mean?
Hold on. I have to confirm this.
I've seen logs of him saying that Pack is impersonating him.
He did join in 2020. Unfortunately.
And now there's slander. I gotta change my DBZ CT to some Yu-Gi-Oh related to show him up. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I guess we could both Torchic there. He's 3-0. Yeah. Be it by activity or not, he's just look better in his games, in my opinion. I'm kind of biased here, aren't I? But yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen.
He's undefeated.
He is undefeated.
Pool, the only one, so.
It's kind of hard to be undefeated in RBY. That's some Giga Chad energy. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I will note that this series has come down to 3 for the Lunatones, 7 for the Dragonairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, so I hope we don't go over 10 this week. God forbid.
I mean, as long as the show wins versus Bea, I don't care what happens for the rest.
So you're not going to care at all.
Wow. Toxic Bouff, dude.
I mean, I'm only like this to Bea, so don't worry about it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's okay, he deserves it sometimes.
He most certainly deserves it.
And as for predicts, that's a wrap. All 4 series are done.
Jesus Christ, you guys predicted 9-1 in the first one?
Are you surprised? It's the TDKs.
Oh, that's what it was?
Dude.
Yeah, Accel a good point.
Oh, damn, it's kind of surprising, though. You look at the Sandacondas, and they don't even have bad players.
They don't. They really don't. Yeah, a lot of these games are going to be close, I think. And then there's upset potential in certain slots. Like Unknown Dragon's pretty competent at RBY. Mistress knows what he's doing in GC. That too.
You guys bolded him, but
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's a wrap for this week. I'll probably upload the video to YouTube soon, so keep an eye out for that. But
excellent.
Until next week, we will see you guys later.
Strapped till I die.
Bye.
Strapped till I die.